And welcome to the Philip Cochran channel. Viewers, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps this channel grow, and it helps me to bring you these great videos that we all love. So on today's show, we've got the Corsair out here again. E-Flight 1.2. We've got our 4-cell 33 in here, and some nice, calm, beautiful weather. So let's go. Up in the air nicely. And I wanted to do some practice landing runs here in my spot. So maybe better I kind of stand a little closer to the car, and then I know I either going to come down well before it or kind of after it. I don't know. I kind of like those standing down further from it. I mean, there's so many planes too that don't really take a whole lot of room to stop. And it's not really my goal is to try and stop planes as fast as possible. It's more like to do you know, more like scale kind of flying, you know, looking pretty kind of thing. For now, anyway, you know, probably like a lot of people, you know, when I first decided to get into flying, you know, I didn't really know what I'd like, you know, other than, you know, favorites like this. Of course, I know you're gonna like a Corsair and like a Spitfire and like all these other planes that you've fallen in love with since a kid. Geez, even the F-15 Eagle is 50 years old. It's older than most viewers, you know. Or maybe not, I don't know. Not judging. But yeah, you know, the scale kind of flying approach there. I mean, you know, it's to each his own with planes there, like that's a nice one. That's perfect. Talking to a friend there, you know, about the. Oh, let's get her lined up half decent for another takeoff here. About the air combat kind of stuff there and that, right? And he said, "Oh yeah, you know, of course I've seen it and watched it a few times and everything, and you know, enjoyed it. And but you know, it's you know, not really something I'm that keen on, and so it's not something I really watch a lot of, right? You know, and again, we were talking about the guys with the helicopters and the, you know, the kind of stuff that they can do. You know, it's exceeded, you know, normal helicopters a long time ago. You see how much that crown is there now? Like there's almost you know, black line where I'm pointing to there is like almost a good 1 inch difference between that and the other side. Yeah, so you know, it's cool to watch, right? You know, kind of you know, here and there, or you know, once in a while. And I'm not judging. You know, you want to watch that all the time, that's your thing, you go right ahead, right? You know, but again, it's something that, you know, I decided a long time ago it wasn't really a type of skill that I was interested in building up. You know, I got half decent on the simulator, being able to, you know, get upside down a little bit and you know, do a couple of your basics there, but I never even really attempted it with my real helicopters. It was always, you know, but this is back in the day before we the SAFE and AS3X and those kind of things there too. It did have a gyro, but other than that, you know, pretty sketch. And geez, I remember so many battery packs going down just trying to get the thing to fly stable, right? You know, and set up right, you know, because 1 millimeter difference in your blade adjustment links, you know, is like huge, right? You know, one turn, you know, it's like massive, right? It was a little hard there. I wasn't paying attention really to that one. Yeah, so you know, I should have started flying before I started doing helicopters for sure, even way back then. Like everybody would, recommended, but of course I didn't, right? Because I was just more interested in flying helis, right? Whoa. Wasn't too sure if I was going to commit to that landing or not there. I think it's better that I did pull out. Aircraft up in the sky you can hear, but he's way up there, a good 4,000 feet I would think, more. This is just a whole lot of fun, like watching this plane come in so slow and close like this, right? Hopefully you get some beautiful footage of the Corsair here at kind of the golden hour, the sun lighting it up, just beautiful. So I'm not, really committing to a kind of a landing each time. I'm whoa, really dove. Just see that last second there, it just went boom right down. And that's just the loss of airspeed. You got to keep up a little speed. That's why I'm practicing this with the flaps off. If I didn't mention that before, is to kind of keep the speed up. But I guess it's a nature, natural habit that you're coming in for a landing, so you're going to scrub it all off, right? So that was good at the end there. Used all the runway on that one there, Jolly Roger. Thanks. He's been giving me some great advice. I don't know if you guys read his stuff there in the comments, but he leaves great comments. Appreciate all your comments. Thank you very much, everyone. Does make a difference on your channel. Basically, the algorithm, measures every single keystroke. That was a nice one. So that's what you want to get. You want to get a nice roll on those mains, have it controlled, and then let that tail down, right? And kind of commit to your landing at that point, right? If it's no good, if it's up on those mains, you still got the chance to kind of, again, power out, or have a lot more control, right? But once that tail's down, forget about it, right? It was kind of good, half decent last minute save there, right? So now that I'm kind of getting the hang of this thing, and yeah, you don't really want to do this landing practice if you're working on that rudder and speed control, throttle balance and everything with too much of a wind. Definitely not a crosswind, because it's be not fun, right? So I'm really figuring out that zone too, where this thing just loses its all speed and just drops, right, like a stone. You can see it there a few times, right? It's just, so yeah, keeping some speed up in the landings, keeping some throttle on. Again, just like Jolly Roger was saying, it's like keep some throttle in on those landings, right? But it's hard, right? Because it's counterintuitive, right?